What's going on, guys? College Lefty Gaming, and in this video I have for you guys a ranked seasons gameplay, and it's actually the game for World Series. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so the opponent definitely has a great team, and our rating right now is currently 895. I will be showing you guys some of the gameplay up until this point, but I definitely wanted to show you guys this clip specifically because we do get into some controversial situation later on in this game. As you can tell by the opponent's record, he is a great player. He was actually in World Series at this time, but I did not know that while we were playing this game. He was a rating of like 930 something, but first I'm trying to be aggressive. As soon as this game starts, I'm swinging at that first pitch hanging slider, hitting it with Ken Griffey Jr. for a double. I thought about being, even overly aggressive there and trying to go to third. I definitely would have been out. Good thing I didn't. There I'm trying to steal third, get a little bloop hit there. I thought he might actually been able to get to that ball, so I did try to go back, knowing that I could probably end up scoring regardless. And it was kind of a weird play, but we do go up 1-0 there in the first inning. It's very important to get that first run of the game. But this guy has a great team. He's able to tie it up with one swing of the bat anytime throughout this game. When you're playing for World Series, you want to score early and a bunch of runs, as many as you can, or as early as often as possible, because it gets the pitcher's confidence down, and as well as the opponent might quit. But anyway, we do have Immortal Bob Gibson on the mound. I probably would have liked to get Tom Seaver, Louis Tiant, or Shohei Ohtani out of my rotation for this one specifically. I did just recently pick up that Shohei Ohtani. If you guys didn't watch the debut video yesterday, I did play against a friendly game, and it was a great game against Zoe Gaming, and definitely check that one out. It was back and forth the whole time. But anyway, getting that strikeout looking there to Albert Pujols brings up Kyle Schwarber. And this Mike Scott's very effective pitcher because he does have that slow splitter. It's very tough to hit, and if you do know how to use him effectively, it can be tough to pick up. If you hang that splitter though, just as any pitcher in the game, if you hang any pitches, they can be hit very hard against good hitters in this game, especially Immortals, as well as good players using Immortals. But yeah, this was a great game. It was a great opponent as well. There's this creative player up. Watch this play. This is kind of a crazy play. He actually beats that out somehow. I didn't know if I tried to tag him. I tried to touch the base. I tried everything in that situation, but his creative player definitely beat it out there. But the game bailed me out. In the next pitch, I got a double play anyway, so it makes up for it in that situation. But one swing of the bat could change the game there, especially with an Immortal Vladimir Guerrero up at the plate. The one card I don't have and that I would like to get, as well as I don't have the Immortal relief pitchers. But I was looking at my progress for those guys before this game, and it's not too bad, but I still don't think I'm going to grind out those cards, as well as I'm not sure if I'm going to grind out these Future Stars program and the George Brett. The Mike Trout does look pretty good, though. I would want to do it for the Dennis Eckersley and the Mike Trout. The George Brett I'm not going to really play, or maybe even, I might not even use him on the bench. But here's Babe Ruth up. I want to take you guys through this at bat because it's a one out. It's a guy on third base with one out. On stream, I probably would have swung at both of those pitches, just because I'm really aggressive when I do play this game anyway. And then when I'm reading messages and focusing on the chat and stuff, I swing at a lot more pitches. But on a 3-0 count, I actually wait for one time in my life with the guy on third base and one out. I wait for a good pitch and I hit it out, and that's an important situation for World Series. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, I'm just joking about the stream. You guys know that I'll run myself out of an inning, or swing at a bad pitch with a guy, or swing at the first pitch with a guy on third base with less than 2 outs and just completely blow it. You've seen it many times on stream, and that's what makes a good player in this game, is being more consistent in those situations and executing. But anyway, that brings up creative player with 2 outs in the inning, and I was looking for a pitch up. I'm not necessarily up and away, but away, and I send that one out. No doubt home run on a line drive. That was a pretty good a visual hitting feedback there without looking at the PCI and everything. But that looked pretty good right off the bat, the no doubter. But here he pinch hits for his pitcher, brings in Duke Snider, and I dot one up in the same location. I figured he was throwing me in that spot quite often. It's kind of a tough pitch to hit, but if someone is sitting on it, they can really do some damage with that pitch up in the zone. Any part of the plate, whether it's away or up and inside, they can do some damage with those pitches. But as we move along in this game, I was glad to get 3 runs earlier because it was a pretty sweaty game up until this point. It's like one swing of the bat could tie it up. He only had 2 hits, but he was definitely hitting the ball well. I was just waiting for that big hit from him. There he's trying to steal. could have easily squared that one up. That's why I wanted to include all these chances that the opponent did have, as well as some chances that I had there. I thought I just missed that one. Still didn't hit it that bad, but did not get the result I was looking for. But it looked pretty decent on the bat there. But it is what it is. That was off Bruce Sutter. He's very tough to hit. I still have Bob Gibson in the game at this point, and that's kind of key. I wanted to touch on that. I did improve my bullpen a little bit because I did have some golds in there. Even I had Brad Hand as well as Alex Wood. I did go ahead and buy the new flashback Chapman as well as Andrew Miller, and then I did buy the Greg Holland after this game. I did buy the Greg Holland, so I'm looking to try some of those guys out here. I think another thing I wanted to talk about is this opponent kept pausing the game. The controversial thing I brought up at the beginning of this game was that the opponent kept pausing it over and over again. I mean, he kind of was spamming it, and he would take the pause timer all the way down, and then every few innings he would get some more pause time back and then take it all the way down. And I didn't want to show that for all the gameplay. Like, it really was hard for me to clip this game and piece together the clips. I mean, he was a good player. I don't know why he was doing that. I felt like he was doing it to mess me up, or or something was going on while he was playing this game. But I can understand completely pausing the game to do a mound visit or to warm somebody up, but I could tell it was over and over again. And here, I mean, I didn't show it, but he did pause a few times, and then I tried to select a pitch, and I probably rushed it a little bit too much. But I am going to go to that. I am thinking about going to that Aroldis Chapman. I did warm him up in this game, and he's a very good card. This is his debut right here, and I had already used him once before, but I did not post a video on it yet. But as you can see, I mean, he's getting more pause time. He keeps taking it down. I showed a few times where he did pause, and the pause timer is going down. But that's the controversial topic I want to talk about a little bit later on. But the opponent is able to get a run there. The first run of the game on that sac fly for him. And there he takes off for second, and that probably was a base hit if he didn't take off for second there, as he hit it up the middle. My creative player was right there to make the play. It was just a weird play. I tried to throw to double up there, but this is why I took out Jose Leclerc, because I realized his walks per 9 is too low. He's a good card, he's a good budget card, but his walks per 9 is still too low, even though he does have a good variety of pitches. He hangs too many pitches. But there, that was kind of a hanging curveball, slider, breaking ball, whatever it was, and Griffey just missed it. Yeah, it was a slider, but there it was just early with Griffey. This Kenley Jansen can be good. I mean, if he's used right, he can be good, just like any pitcher in this game. There, I thought I got that one, but the PCI did show that it was off. I think I did power swing on that one as well, so I definitely missed that one a little bit. Flew out to left field. I did go to Bruce Sutter in this situation. But, yeah, once again, I mean, I'm not sure if this opponent thought I was quick pitching him or what. I definitely tried to slow down. The more times he started pausing late in this game, and even then, he was still just pausing it over and over again. So I really wish next year they make a limit on how many times you can pause it. Or so I don't know what it is. I like the pause timer, but at the same time, if you're able to spam it over and over again, I mean, see, now every time he's pausing it, he's losing 10 seconds at a time, and this happened later on in the game. This is in the 8th inning at this point. I thought I got this pitch. I thought I squared it up, and he's down to the last 6 outs, which, I mean, it's a great game, and at this point, this is a really close one. He could come back at any time, and here he kept pausing it over and over again, so I waited till one point where I was just like, you know what, I'm forfeiting him. It was getting irritating over and over again, and I don't know if you guys think that might be a cheap way to win, but we do go into World Series. I mean, I have been timed out before just because I had forgotten that, like, my pause timer, I just lost track of it. But the opponent seemed like he was doing that one on purpose in order to try to mess me up, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section down below. But I felt like with all the disconnects that I was having during this ranked seasons, I would have been in World Series anyway, and it was a struggle to even get the points back that I did disconnect with the lead late in the game. And I took the opportunity right when I had a chance to get that Luis. I mean, I met him when I was younger. I figured I earned that win. It was 3 outs away, and why give him a chance if he was just trying to mess me up anyway? But if he would have just played the game straight up, he would have had a chance to win that one. But thank you guys for watching. That's going to do it for this video. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.